And when you finally get to that point, when you master yourself and you finally get yourself in that position where you know exactly why you're doing something, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, and defeat ain't even part of the equation. Like, you know that you're going to be successful. Once you finally reach that peak performance level, you're dialed in. There's nothing taking you out of that. No one can convince you that you aren't exactly where you're supposed to be at.
When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best.
I'm going long in this breaker here. I'll take that. Going long in the order block. Make sure to take a partial here. It's almost like it's random. Stop above the balanced price range. That's a breakaway gap. This fair value gap should stay open. It's a breakaway gap. This is a breakaway gap, but this fair value gap here will take us higher. And thank you very much. Just like clockwork. Yo. Good afternoon. Thursday, winding down the week. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? How's your trading going? What's up? 10 p.m. Amin, you're a real one for tuning in at 10 p.m. Salah, if I'm saying that right. What better way to end your night, end your day than with a nice little tape reading stream? What's going on? Just like clockwork. Good afternoon. What's up, Ryan, Virgo Trader, Chico? What's up, Jack, Sharif, Hunter, Tom? What's going on? Let's go. What's up, Philip? Tape reading stream. I'm planning on going till about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30. Depends on what price is looking like. We shall see. What is this down here? Get rid of that. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I guess that's staying there. But tape reading stream. And we'll see. We'll see what price is looking like. What time is it? 1:32. We'll start going over the higher time frame and whatnot at around, give it about 3-4 minutes. I want everybody being here when we go through the daily chart. 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, and then we'll be on the 1-minute chart by 1:40 before that 2 p.m. macro. What's up, Jade? Jade Master? Yeah, I'm chilling. Chilling like a villain. Got yourself a new girl. Yeah. Let's go. Looks like NASDAQ may want to make a run for that buy side. But let's go ahead and I don't feel like waiting around. I want to hop on the 1-minute chart, so let's go ahead and get started, clear all this off. Real quick, let's just take a quick glance at the dollar index. Okay. Dollar just cleared out. If I can zoom in, let's go to hourly chart. Okay, dollar just took out relative equal highs, coming off of that a little bit. And if NASDAQ is looking bullish, like it wants to run for buy side, I prefer to see some kind of weakness in dollar. So far, we're getting that after clearing out the equal highs. All right, retracing just a little bit. Let's do this actually. Come on. There we go. All right, dollar taking out the highs, 15-minute fair value gap. Again, I like to see lower prices, weakness in dollar if NASDAQ is looking bullish. Here is S&P looking bullish, Dow looking bullish, and of course NASDAQ, I'm looking for the buy side above this high. So if I'm expecting higher prices in NASDAQ, I like for dollar to go lower. Let's go to a daily chart for NQ. Actually, let's go to a weekly chart. find any new week opening gaps that are in close proximity. Right away, my eye jumps to this one here. So new week opening gap there, and then we also have one just beneath it, right about there. If we go to a daily chart, all right, we have yesterday's high, previous day's highs and lows for the last 3 days. Got to keep that on your chart. Whoops. All right, yesterday's high, and just fell short, didn't quite reprice in this entire SIBI, this inefficiency. Let's drop down to a 15-minute. Okay, looking for buy side above this high. And how we trade above this high is something I'll be observing to see if we want to get a continuation, or do we want to retrace or reverse after clearing out this level here. I have way too many templates on here. All right, jump down to a 1 minute chart. Gonna get my 130 opening price. I treat that like the midnight open, only for the PM session. Okay, your best longs are going to be beneath it. Your best buys are above it. No, I said what? I said that wrong. Your best longs, your best longs are beneath the 130 open, and your best shorts are above it. Yes, this live stream will be saved on the channel. It's just a tape reading stream. And let me see if I can get your guys' thoughts on here. I'm always curious to see what the chat thinks. So let me see. All right, poll in the chat. I'm looking for higher prices towards buy side, but after that, let's see what we get. See what everybody says. It's always interesting to get the overall feel. Oh, about 50-50. Interesting. Interesting. Poll in the chat room. Pinned in the top of the chat room. Relative equal highs. NASDAQ just cleared that out. Right now, we're just ranging in between two new week opening gaps. That's something we talk about in the live streams a lot, how to identify a session that can likely be a little choppy, a little bit more difficult. If we're chopping around between two or just multiple new week opening gaps, like you see here, consolidate, trade up, trade down, trade up, trade down, trade back up, trade back down. Okay, whenever we're in between two new week opening gaps, it's really hard to find sustained price runs. So something I like to do is just wait for us to get a nice closure above it or beneath it. But as long as we're trading in the middle of this new week opening gap high and this new week opening gap low, as long as we're bouncing around in here, that's when I just sit on my hands. So I avoid all of this. I don't really care for gold, but we'll look at it on this. Whoops. Oh, fine, we'll just do it over here. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Lock in, Tremaine. Whoops. Gold doesn't look worth my time. I'm good on gold, It's not even worth it. Pick another market. I trade Tuesday through Friday. We had a live stream this morning in the Discord, but this is just a tape reading stream for the public. And we traded Asia last night on stream. Nice short during Asia. That trade execution, that full walkthrough is posted on YouTube, posted on my channel. So again, I'm not interested in any of this price action as long as we continue to bounce around in between these two new week opening gaps. I'm really just sitting back, chilling. And once we leave that, now we're still in the opening range for the PM session. Okay, your opening range for the PM is 1:30 to 2 o'clock. Not that one. All right, so this is your opening range for the PM. Initial buy side is up here. Initial sell side still forming. So once 2 o'clock gets here, then I'll be more interested to see what price action is looking like. But I always submit the first 30 minutes to do whatever it wants to do first. And then I like going in after looking for a setup. Obviously not in this stream, but that's the logic. So the 1:30 to 2 o'clock window is the same as your 9:30 to 10 a.m. window for the morning session. Going short when it hits that fair value gap. Best of luck to you, my guy. Who's short? I love when traders in the chat announce their trades publicly. Who is that? Prone boy, short inside of this fair value gap. That's very interesting. I'm sitting still. I'm not interested in anything long or short. Go ahead, drop that stop loss, prone boy. What level is your stop? Let him cook. We're gonna let him cook. It's a little early, but I'm with it. I'm still submitting the first 30 minutes of the opening range. $20,870. Also pretty much this high. I'm only doing this until the opening range. Once 2 o'clock hits, then we gotta lock in. But for the next 15 minutes or so. Let's see. Trading chat room record is 2-4, I believe. Hasn't been that good. Alright, so what do you think about paper trading during some live streams? Nah, I won't never press a button publicly on YouTube, only in Discord. Even if it's paper, live, demo, public streams in YouTube, I would never press a button. Whoops, my bad. I did one time for Asia, but that was just last minute. It was just a public stream, whatever. That live stream is still up. But nah, live trading sessions are only for the people who invest in their education in the Discord. Still bouncing in between the new week opening gaps. Got about 15 minutes left in the opening range. No news for the PM session. Our only news driver today was pre-market at 8:30 with unemployment claims. I won't be trading Asia. I would not be trading Asia. I'm actually kind of tired. I feel like I've been doing a lot of streams. Whenever I do more than one stream a day, it is a little exhausting because of the editing and the footage, and then just post it on Instagram, editing that footage, trading Asia, editing the Asia footage, Twitter, social media accounts. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of screen time, even if you're not actively trading, just managing all the extra business stuff. Do I have it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Last time we left off, we were 2-4. You guys are not doing so good in the chat room. I'm gonna be honest with you. The record is not very good. All right, so while NASDAQ does what it does, this is micro. S&P kind of looking the same as NASDAQ as far as just hanging around. The Dow breaking lower, looking the weakest out of the three. Dollar index, I don't really look at the 1 minute chart for dollar, but it's just kind of lethargic. And then here's NASDAQ, even on the 5 minute chart, it's just a little muddy, not really the cleanest in my opinion. I'm gonna take off this opening range. The chat is unprofitable. The chat room as a whole is unprofitable as of right now. Lifespan, new week opening gaps, new day opening gaps. They can be used weeks, months. All right, ICT by rule of thumb says use like 5 new week opening gaps, but you could use them from a month ago, 2 months ago, if it makes sense in the chart. If you have the right narrative and the time elements are lining up, then you could use a new week opening gap that's past 5 weeks ago. Hopefully we don't get a boring PM session. I want to come on here expecting some kind of fun, movement, anything but consolidation, really. Yeah, I don't keep the new day opening gaps or new week opening gaps on my chart. I start each session with a new, like, blank canvas. That's just how I like to approach it. And then I just draw them wherever price is trading at the start of that session, whichever new day opening gaps or new week opening gaps are nearby. That's when I just draw them on. It keeps my charts cleaner, so that way I don't have like 20 new week opening gaps just laying over the top of each other. These are the 2 that we're trading near at the time, so those are the only ones I have on my chart. Helps keep me organized, takes away distractions. Having too much on my chart distracts me. That's just how I do it. You do it however you want to do it. A fair value gap indicator, absolutely not. I do not recommend having a fair value gap indicator because it's going to mark up every fair value gap and even the ones that aren't important, and that's just going to trip you up. Not every fair value gap is important. Not every fair value gap should be used as a buy or sell. So having an indicator, in my opinion, it's like you're really going to trip yourself up. Just do it yourself. And if you don't know which fair value gap to buy, or if you're confused on which fair value gap to use as an entry or whatever, then that just means you have some more studying to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't just resort to an indicator because you could really do some damage to yourself. Got about 9 minutes left in the opening range, 1:30 to 2 o'clock. Hopefully we get movement by 2:30 so we have something to talk about in price. I didn't even look at the poll. 56% of people think we're going to have a bullish session. It's interesting. Take any trades this week? Yes. Monday, 2 losses. Last night we traded Asia, made that loss back. I was down 45 handle. No, not Monday. I don't trade Mondays. I was down 45 handles on Tuesday. Then we traded Asia last night, made 60 handles. That's the trade you just see me post on YouTube. And then took one trade this morning for a break even. Such entertaining price action. Just so entertaining. So fun. Target 626. The hell? 20,626. Bro, what in the world? Yeah, you got it, bro. Anything's possible. It's your trade, not mine. I don't see anything in here that says push a button if you ask me, for me and my style of trading. But if I'm being honest, I still like the buy side up here. But we have to lead this little consolidation for me to be interested in any sort of directional bias. But if we don't reach the buy side, at least the rejection block, which is the highest closing price in this swing high here, which is this candle. Is it better to look for A++ setups, 2 or 3 trades per month with higher risk? I never I never recommend raising your risk, regardless of what the setup, regardless if you think the setup is A plus 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 plus. I never recommend raising your risk because no trade is guaranteed. You may think you have an A plus plus triple plus setup and run straight for your stop. Like, you're human, you make mistakes. So I never recommend just raising your risk, even if you lower your trade frequency. It's just not worth it. Notice how NASDAQ is unwilling to leave the new week opening gaps. It's just range bound, just hanging around like it's just stuck. I have a video on my channel. Most of y'all probably watched it, but there's a video on my channel called How to Identify, Seek, and Destroy Before It's Too Late. And the purpose of that video is to teach people the characteristics of a choppy market before they get in here and press buttons. Because what happens a lot of times is, and I've been through this as well in the past, is when you think you see something clean in the price, you think you see something clean in the chart, and you press the button, and then the market just doesn't do anything, and then you try to take another trade, another re-entry, market doesn't do anything, and then by the time the session's over, you look back at, the price run, and you realize nothing happened. All price did was just chop around. So the whole point of that video is, how do you identify a choppy market, a seek and destroy market before it's too late, before you blow your account, before you're already 2-3 trades in deep? How can you identify a hard market condition? So if you haven't watched that video, definitely want to go check that out, because what we're seeing right now in price, opening price 130, if we're ever chopping around at the opening price of any opening price, it could be the midnight open, the 130 open, 830 open, 930 open. If we're ever unwilling to leave any sort of important opening price, that means it's a difficult session. All right, and you combine that with the fact that we're ranging between two new week opening gaps. I mean, that's difficult right there. Notice how it's just unwilling to leave that range. You'll never see me pressing a button in something like this. And if I do, it's probably a huge mistake on my end. But let's look around. That's the micro. Even S&P is not doing anything exciting. The Dow slowly trickling lower, but none of this is convincing to me. Dollar index is lackadaisical. Still have about 2 minutes left in the opening range before 2 o'clock gets here. So basically what I'm looking at, new week opening gap to new week opening gap, anything in this range, as long as we're stuck between these new week opening gaps, I don't care what price is doing. I'm not looking at any breaker in here. I'm not looking at any fair value gap in here. I'm not looking at any order block. As long as we're just range bound in between these two levels, I don't care about any PD arrays that are in here. Price has to show me that it's willing to leave the new week opening gap, either above it, either below it, whatever, it doesn't matter to me, but we have to leave. So I don't like taking trades in this red region here because you get real chopped up. What do you trade next month? I'm trading until the week of December, the week of Christmas. What is that? Let me see. Or the week before Christmas. Let me check my calendar. My last trading day will be on December 13th. So I have about 4 weeks. Really about three and a half weeks. Friday, December 13th is my last trading day of the year. And then I'll pick back up Monday, January 6th. Everything I do is ICT based. They're teasing you, prone boy. They're teasing you. 4 weeks to become a millionaire. Even with that large body candle, price still can't leave the new week opening gap. Oh, he said his stop got hit. GG. GG. All right. Well, it's only getting worse by the session. Maybe the next trader come on here, we'll just go ahead and save that. Maybe next time. All right, so still looking for that. Still looking for that buy side. That buy side. But we do have this long wick. Okay, whenever we have a long wick like this, my eye immediately jumps to the rejection block, which is this lowest or highest closing price. Then I'm getting consequent encroachment of this wick, upper quadrant, and then the buy side. So yes, there's liquidity above this high, but where's the bulk of the volume? It's in the bodies of the candles, and the bodies of the candles are all resting pretty much in the same spot. So that closing price, I'm looking at that, consequent encroachment, and then the buy side. ICT said he's not deleting his YouTube channel. He already responded to somebody's tweet. Y'all, come on. You really think ICT is going to delete his channel? He don't take these dudes serious on Twitter. Whoops. What is this? Your 5-minute. Eight, 9, 1. No, it's the closing price. The closing price, the highest closing price is your rejection block. Delete this. I'll be honest with y'all, if we're still in this range consolidation by 230, we just might call it a day. Well, this is boring. I was expecting movement, to be honest with you. What do you guys want to talk about until NASDAQ decides it wants to do something? I'm trying to find something to talk about in price, but there's literally nothing. The rise and the fall of the Roman Empire. I was never a fan of social studies. Ever been in any fights? A couple, like in middle school. I don't be fighting. I try to stay out of drama, bro. I'm not with it. But best believe I'll get active if I need to. But I'd much rather just stay out of trouble. Oh, we're not talking about the love note. So many people are going to be so confused. Live trading tomorrow. Looking for another setup tomorrow, only in the Discord. Man, Nasdaq is boring. Yeah, we might cut this one early, y'all. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'll give it till 2:30, but it's looking nasty. How can I stick to trading without gambling? You just got to be disciplined. Like, that's a battle you just got to take up with yourself. You can't go, nobody can help you with your discipline. That's just an internal battle. You got to conquer it. Yes. Last trading day is December 13th. So I'm trading the first 2 weeks of December. Man, this is boring. And I love watching price action, but even this is putting me to sleep, I'll be honest with you. Do you look at pre-market? We traded pre-market today, actually. We traded pre-market in the live stream today. That's when I had my break-even trade. And then I didn't care for anything in the morning session. The WNBA, that's insane. We already looked at gold earlier. It's not even... Gold is not doing nothing. If you're looking for a bias or whatever on gold, my opinion, just close your charts. Like I've seen cleaner days. How do you maintain your discipline? Just tired of losing money. Like, I was tired of blowing accounts, doing all the same dumb stuff everybody else is doing. I'll blow accounts, buy new FTMO challenges, blow them, buy some more, blow them, buy some more. Tired of just blowing accounts, draw down, breaking my rules. Eventually you get tired of that stuff. And I just looked around, and everybody's doing the same dumb stuff I was doing. So I was like, all right, something's got to change. And that's when I just, let me just follow my rules, stick to my trading plan, and then the most disciplined trader on YouTube was born. Who is making that noise? What, bro? Like, damn. Like, what can they possibly be doing upstairs that's that loud? Bro, I don't know what they doing out there. They gotta get a hotel room or something, because we don't got time for that. It's too early in the day. Oh, maybe you heard me. It stopped. When you're at break-even stage, one piece of advice you get someone, if you're at the break-even stage, you just right on the front door of profitability. You just gotta keep doing what you're doing. Like, if you're at the break-even stage where you're not blowing accounts anymore, you're not really having that many red weeks, you're just finishing just like right around, like you win a trade, lose a trade, win a trade, you lose a trade, and you're just finishing the week break even, can't really have consistent green weeks. What I recommend is just first lower your trade frequency. The easiest way to make 8% a month, 6% a month, 10% a month, the easiest way to do that is just target one good trade a week. What most people do is they trade a Monday and they may have a win on Monday. They may make 2%. If you make 2% on your first trade on a Monday, do you know that you're on pace to make 8% a week? But people don't think about it like that. They say, oh man, I just made 2%. It's Monday. I can make more. I can make 6% this week if I keep it up at this rate. And what happens? You end up giving it all back and then some. And then you finish the week in the red. So just lower your trade frequency. Set a profit target. One of my favorite quotes by ICT is when he was talking about having a weekly target, a weekly goal. Because he said, if you aim for nothing, you're going to hit nothing. So you need to have a target, because if you're not aiming for anything, if you're not aiming for a specific target, you're not going to hit anything because you don't have an objective. So aim for 1% a week, 1.5% a week, 2% a week, whatever you think you can reasonably do. And then when you get that, you stop. I don't care if your first winning trade comes in Monday, pre-market session, and you're up 2% for the week on a Monday. What does that mean? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're not trading. You're either tape reading or you're paper trading. And then when next week comes around, you try to aim for your 2%. You may lose 1% on Monday next week. Now you got to trade Tuesday. Okay, if you get a win on Tuesday, maybe you're back at break even for the week, maybe a little bit of profit. Now you're looking for another setup Wednesday. Let's say you get a win on Wednesday, you make your 2% for the week, you stop. You're not trading Thursday, you're not trading Friday, you're only paper trading or tape reading those 2 days. You do that, and then just watch how easy it is to have green weeks when you know when to stop. And don't compare your results to other people. I don't care who's making money. I don't care what other Discord you're in. I don't care who's showing their trades, who's showing their payouts, who's showing their withdrawals. I don't care what Tanya's doing. I don't care what Patrick's doing. I don't care what ICT's doing. I don't care what Romeo's doing. I don't care what Dodgy, whatever the hell his name is. Any of those traders out there, I don't care what they're doing. Don't compare your results to other people. Stay in your lane, have tunnel vision, aim for your weekly target, and then you stop. And don't care what anybody else says. That felt good. Hopefully somebody got something out of that. Caleb, I think Caleb has the best teacher. I don't think he needs me. I think he has the best mentor. So NASDAQ still just hanging around these new week opening gaps. Again, I'll give it 15 minutes if we're still in this range within the next 15 minutes. I don't care if NASDAQ moves 100 handles after 2:30. I'm not interested in it. I thought we were going to get a little bit more movement in the PM session, but it's all good. Oh, no, Tim, this is a public stream, Tim. I got off. I went to Starbucks, got me a little bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. I already had a small little lunch and all that. Came back here. But this is a public stream. This one isn't private. Tim don't like the public streams. That's what's up, Tim. Yeah, I'm taking my little break-even trade for the day. I may look at Asia. I'm not going to live stream Asia, but I may just hop on the iPad and see if I could catch a little something. And if I catch a win on Asia, then tomorrow's private stream will just be paper trading. I won't trade my live account. Bro, what are they doing up there? I don't know what that is. Round 2 already, like, I guess she didn't feel like waiting. Nah, chill. Oh, never mind. That was a shorter session, I guess. He running out of stamina. Anyway, we getting off topic. See, this is why I can't come on here publicly. I don't even want this on my channel. Golly. Let me look around. Just waiting for NASDAQ to leave the new week opening gaps. As long as we're trading in between them, I don't care what it's doing. The Rockets, man, I haven't even had time to watch basketball. My homie was just at the game though. He was just at the game last night. But I just been so busy, and I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't even have a TV in my new place yet. Matter of fact, that's something I could do today. I'll just go to Walmart and get a TV. They're delivering the couch on the 25th, so I'm getting a couch in a few days. Still need Wi-Fi. Don't have no Wi-Fi. So I haven't really had time to watch basketball and all that. I'm still getting things together. I had to get the car, though. I had to get the car. That was just an early Christmas gift. But Xfinity said they'll be here Saturday, so hopefully by Sunday's webinar, we'll be straight. We shall see. All right, NASDAQ looks like it finally wants to move. Hopefully, because I was about to give it 10 minutes before I get off of here. 2022 Corvette Stingray. Amplify orange, black stripe down the middle, C8. It's beautiful. It's on my Instagram if you want to see it. Let me see. On my personal Instagram page, but I'm following that account on my trading account, thingamajiggy. These lows are really clean. But again, NASDAQ's really got to show me that it wants to move. Real quick, we haven't looked at dollar in a while. Where is it at? So if dollar wants to make a higher high and continue higher, then that'll justify weakness in the NASDAQ. The Dow was leading the way in lower prices as far as not showing any signs of bullishness, while S&P and NASDAQ were just consolidating. Bro, oh my gosh. I can't even focus. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, this is back-to-back streams. The Asia stream had the Cougars in there, and now upstairs it's just rowdy. This is why I can't wait to get Wi-Fi so I can stream in my own room. 20, you crazy. Goodness. Oh no, Tim, getting out of that thing, that's probably the worst thing I hate, getting out, because, like, bro, and I don't want to, like, pull on the door or nothing, so you got to use all knees when you're getting out of that thing. And I'm young, I'm 23, and I still, like, I'm like, God dang. But I just got the windows tinted yesterday, so I can't roll the windows down for 3 days. I got the windows tinted slightly, just a little bit illegal, just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. I think I got 20% tint. I was gonna get 15, but I was like, nah, let me chill. And the legal limit here in Texas is 25, I believe. So I got 20% tint with 50% sun protection. 5% is crazy. I was thinking about 15. 15, and even then, because she showed me the 25, I was like, I'm just going to get legal tint. And she showed me the 25. I'm like, bro, that's like clear glass. Like, that's nothing. And I was like, let me get that 20. Ceramic tint. I mean, I feel like, I don't know how often you would get pulled over with dark tint. I mean, I feel like the only time you'll get pulled over for dark tint is if the officer's just having a bad day. Like, if he's bored, he or she, like, they're just looking for something to do, and they just, like, didn't have their Frosted Flakes in the morning, I feel like that's the only time they'll pull you over for some tint. But, and it's Texas. Like, you have to understand, like, the sun is hot. Like, the tint isn't even, like, all for the looks. Like, it's hot over here, and that sun, when it gets in your car here in Texas, when it's, like, 114 in the summer, like, it's not even a joke. At this point, we're not even talking about price, but NASDAQ isn't doing anything interesting. We're just ranging. I don't have an indicator for the new week opening gap. I manually draw them. The Instagram. I'll put my trading Instagram is in the description of this live stream, but I'll put my personal Instagram in the chat. It's public. I don't really care. I don't really post nothing for real, other than just like family and stuff. I don't even know if I'm typing this right. Let me click that link to make sure. Okay, yeah. I just sent my personal Instagram. Follow me. I'm not gonna follow like y'all back because, you know, those are for my friends and close family. But my trading Instagram's already in the description of the live stream. It's because, like, if I follow everybody back on Instagram, then I'm not going to see my family's posts and my friends' posts. Like, it's going to be all clustered. And then on my trading account, it's like, I don't, oh my God. Bro, I swear I can't even focus. But on trading, like, when it comes to the trading industry, like, I don't keep up with other traders. I don't follow other traders. I really just stay in my own lane. But the Discord, like, the Discord is my family. That's how I connect with y'all. Like, I'm chatting it up. I spend more time in the Discord than I do on social media anyway. Like, if I'm really being honest, I spend more time chatting it up with y'all in the Discord than I do on Instagram and Twitter. Like that's really the social platform I use the most. Big Bertha is crazy. So we swept out all the sell side here, all the liquidity, taking that out. Want to see if NASDAQ can still reach up to that 5-minute rejection block. We have these, 5 consecutive down close candles. That's one bullish order block, up close candle, bullish breaker. So you have your low, high, lower low, last up close candle in between your two lows. This fair value gap, I like to see that stay open. We could trade in these two here, that's fine. But anything underneath constant encroachment of this fair value gap, I'm not really interested in. So if it's really bullish, if it's really good, don't want to see this traded to. These two are fine. Or if it does what it's doing right now, which is just takes off, doesn't trade into any of these inefficiencies, then obviously that's really bullish. And then those targets we outlined, I'm not interested in anything down here. 5-minute chart, the rejection block, constant encroachment of the wick, and then buy side. But I'm taking that with a grain of salt because what are we doing still? Ranging in between new week opening gaps, unwilling to leave the 130 opening price. So take that with a grain of salt. Drink coconut water and wait, do I really? Coconut water. I don't have coconut water in my thumbnail. I don't be posting on Instagram. Like I'm not really on social media like that. Oh nah, that ain't coconut. That's Whataburger. That's a Texas thing here in the South. Y'all know about that Whataburger. I think they're expanding in other states, but it's a Texas thing. A Comte. I'll be careful still. Even though what we discussed in the webinar is powerful, you have to use it in a market condition that's favorable. And right now, I'm not seeing that. So I'm watching. Preferably, I want to see this fair value gap stay open. But these two here, I'm allowing for price to work those levels. So basically how I look at it, if you go to like your 2-minute chart, 3-minute chart, I already know these fair value gaps are going to be combined. So I just draw the whole thing like this. That throws some people off, but I'm just looking at this entire range of inefficiency. Okay, you probably have to go to like some weird time frame like 1.5 or something that I don't have access to. But I'm looking at all of these. Don't want to see this traded to. If it's good, if it's bullish, it needs to work these two inefficiencies here. Treating this as a breakaway gap after taking out the sell side. Whoops. That patty melt, bro, that patty melt is the best thing on the menu, I swear. That's the only thing I really be getting for real. Patty melt go crazy. $1:30 p.m. I treat that like the midnight opening price just for the PM session. Honey barbecue sandwich, those are good. I'm big. Like I be eating everything. It don't even matter Like, there's really no food that I don't like. All right, so trade down into that breaker, into the order block. Okay, I'm watching to see if we'll leave this fair value gap open. See you, Tim. Be safe, bro. It's 2:30, but I want to see if NASDAQ is willing to move here, even though we're still ranging in between the two new week opening gaps. I like the price action, how it's looking so far, so I'm going to stay on. I just want to see if we can reach those 5-minute targets. Turkish. Nah, I never tried Turkish. I don't even know where to get Turkish food. But knowing me, I probably like it. Kebab? Yeah, I've had kebabs. Okay, so far leaving majority of this fair value gap open, which is what I want. Small little wick inside, that's fine. Institutional order flow entry drill. I don't really want to see anything deeper than that. Should highlight the breaker that we talked about. This swing high, people who tune into the live streams daily, you already know what I'm expecting to see above here. I'm watching to see if we get any sort of speed. Institutional order flow entry drill, partial entry in a fair value gap that doesn't reach consequent encroachment. Just do a little YouTube search, you'll find more about it. Just waiting. This is really a boring stream. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I mean, trading's supposed to be boring, but as far as the price action, it's just boring. Scott, what you talking about, bro? I trade live every week. Funny guy, silly goose. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Ridiculous. One second. Oh my god. I forgot. I forgot. I was muted this whole time. Doggone it. I was just telling Scott that this trade was taken on stream since he says I'm too scared to execute live. I was just letting him know that those profits were from last night's Asia trade. I was really muted this whole time. My fault, y'all. A simulated account. That's cute. That's cute. But yes, I do trade live for people who are discovering me for the first time. Yes, I take wins, I take losses, I go on losing streaks, I go on winning streaks, I have break-even days. So it's about as transparent as it gets. But what's up, Dimlo? But yes, I do trade live in the Discord for those who don't know. Click the link pinned in the top of the chat room. Okay, I live trade my personal capital. I used to paper trade on stream and copy my trades on a separate monitor, but now I'm just showing my live account executions. And we took this last night during Asia. You can watch that trade. I recorded it, posted on the YouTube channel, but we took this live in the private stream. So no furu, no funny business. I actually care about everybody's success. I'm not here to rip people off. I'm just trying to help people, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. But Scott, you should join it. I'm not gonna lie. You should join the community, Scott. I'll stay on till it's still going higher, so it's slowly, but it's getting up there. And I'm real transparent. Like when I'm losing and when I'm on a losing streak, I don't hide it. I'll be posting it on Instagram. I'll share it on YouTube. Check my community tab. Oh my gosh. But you know what I mean? See you, Scott. But it's you know, I'll keep nothing hidden. Every single trade I take, I show it. I always tell people it's not a trade copying service. That's not the point of live streams. If you're using the live streams to pass your funded account or whatever, you're missing the plot. But everything's public. Only thing I don't share is my account statements because that's nobody's business, really. How can I join if I'm a communist country? No PayPal, no credit card. I don't even know. There's so many countries that have like sanctions and stuff. I get DMs all the time, people asking how to join the Discord. I honestly don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Only thing I know is crypto. I know WAP accepts crypto, but I don't know if crypto is allowed in your country. I don't know how that stuff works, but there's really not much I can do, honestly. Okay, one bad comment can attract a lot of the noise and the good ones. I mean, it's chilling. Like I see all the love. Like I appreciate y'all, but you gotta the unbelievers who see me for the first time. You gotta, you know, what Kendrick say. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show people. Thoughts on Casper, SMC, Justin Weirlin? I don't keep up with those guys. I really stick to myself. I don't keep up with the trading community. Like, I just mind my business. I don't follow anybody on Instagram. I don't follow anybody on Twitter. I just stay in my lane. I stay out of the drama. I'm not for the drama. The Discord, we're just helping people, making money, getting better, learning, and that's it. Like, once I get off this stream, close my laptop, like, none of this, you know, it's all digital. Like, I don't care what Patrick's doing. I don't care what Tanya's doing. I don't care who's talking trash on Twitter. I don't care about any kind of beef. I don't care about Romeo and CRT drama. Like, once I close my laptop, I'm just thinking about my family, my friends. I'm going to the gym, living in real life. I'm not a keyboard warrior. Like, you know, we're too grown to be doing all that extra stuff. I mean, everybody in the trading industry is a scammer for the most part. That's just how it is, but there's a few good ones out there, like Doyle. Doyle's legit. I only know because I've been in his Discord when I used to trade Forex a few years ago. Like, people like Doyle Exchange, he's real. Tanya, she's real, she's transparent. I mean, there's really only a handful of people. I'm throwing myself in that list. There's really only a handful of traders out there who I feel like are actually legit and not just scamming, ripping people off. But anybody on Twitter, in my opinion, they're all the same. Patrick, yeah, I'll say Patrick's legit. Obviously, I don't trade his style, but I mean, anybody who comes out and trades live publicly, they really can't hide. So, you know what I mean? People like myself, Patrick, Tanya, like anybody who shows their trades in front of an audience, you can't lie and say you won when you didn't. Everybody saw you. So, you know, Doyle, I think he trades live in his Discord. So, you know, there's some real ones out there. But I just be minding my business. As long as I'm good, the family's good, the lady's good, you know, that's all that matters to me. But 90% of the industry are scammers, if I'm being honest. Shoot, probably more than that. So this has been I'm watching these down close candles. I'm trying to pick out PD arrays and find something to talk about in price, but we haven't done anything. Literally since 12:45. It's been 2 hours. It's 2:45 right now. Since 2 hours, we've been just going sideways. So that's why I'm just reading the chat. Normally in the Discord streams, if price is moving, we're more focused on the price action and what's in the chart. But there's literally nothing worth talking about. So, I mean, I don't know Justin Weirlin. I don't know who that is. The only traders I know is like the big names, Patrick, Tanya, and then some of the scammers on Twitter like Romeo and other people like that. Those are really the only people I'm familiar with. But like I said, I don't keep up with the trading industry like that. I just stay in my lane, stay in my little Discord community, and shut out all the outside noise. But this was a good lesson as far as identifying a low probability session. We talked about it. NASDAQ unwilling to leave that 130 opening price or any opening price. That's probably foreshadowing a difficult morning. That's something we already know. I've already covered that on my channel. But that's something we cover in the webinars and the Discord. Okay, consolidating around opening prices is probably going to be a difficult session. Same thing with the new week opening gaps. If we're ranging, bouncing between new week opening gaps, don't expect for us to have a large 100 handle sell-off or a rally where we're ranging. We're just bouncing. In any trades in here, it's going to be met with high resistance. If you're trying to short here, high resistance. If you're trying to short here, high resistance. If you're trying to buy, a little bit of profit comes back against you. Trying to short this, it's just high resistance. The whole time, we're not going anywhere for the past 2 hours. No, I don't trade Forex. I stopped trading Forex in like 2022, early 2022, I think. I'm not really expecting NASDAQ to do anything until probably the final hour macro. I posted on Twitter a little paper trade I took on the final hour macro yesterday. Beautiful rally with NVIDIA earnings. But I'm really not expecting NASDAQ to do anything significant until 315 to 345. Stop trading Forex. I just like futures. I like the professionalism of futures. Forex, the brokers was too, the spreads. I didn't like MT4. I hated MT4. I much rather prefer TradingView's interface. MT4 charts and TradingView charts always looking different with Forex. It was just so unprofessional. And then the broker spreads, everybody gets a different price. Futures is just a way better market. This is just turning into a Q&A, but I don't mind because I'm not even looking at the chart right now. I'm just reading the chat room because price isn't doing anything worthy of noting. Whole time I didn't even have my thing up. Do you think news tomorrow affect Asia? I'm not sure. Usually when we have high impact news the day after Asia, so like Asia tonight, and we have high impact news tomorrow, it could bring a little bit of difficulty because price may want to stall around and just wait for that high impact news driver. But it really just depends on the market structure at the time and how big your new day opening gap is. I'll be honest with you, JJ, I'm not even interested in the hourly chart. I'm not even trying to force my will on it. Do you take entries? Entries when price don't take out? I'll take entries whenever. not whenever, but like if there's reasoning. I don't need sell side to be taken out to go long. I don't need a market structure shift to go long. I don't need a fair value gap to go long. I'll use whatever PD array. Like, you can just look through my trade executions playlist on this channel. I'll go long. I'll use entries like fair value gaps, breakers, order blocks, volume imbalance, mitigation block, inversion, fair value gap. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever makes sense. I'll use a consequent encroachment of a wick as entry. Whatever's in the chart, the PD array doesn't matter. That's just how you get into the market. That's just hitting buy or sell. What really matters is the narrative and your bias. But you can use anything to get in. Just bouncing around between new week opening gaps. Trade up, trade down, trade up, trade down, trade up, stopping right at consequent encroachment, trade down. All high resistance, whole time is going sideways. But people are in here looking to go long, go short, go long, go short. Some people have probably already took 2, 3, 4 trades in this, which that's you, but zoom out. What have we really done since 12:30? A whole bunch of nothing. It's not worth the mental capital. That's why I'm just sitting back chilling, no stress. My heart's not beating, hands not sweating, no anxiety. I have no money on the line. I'm not trading stuff like this. When you enter trade, how do you manage fear for a trade not panning out? Is it all based on seeing it work out? That's actually a good question, because last night in Asia, and for those who know, my Asia trade last night, I was in drawdown. I entered pretty much at the low of the breaker, and price retrace, it was maybe like 80% towards my stop. And somebody in the chat room while I was in that trade asked, like, are you thinking about closing the trade early or something like that? And I said, not really. Like, I'm not worried about my stop getting hit. And I think I included that portion in the video I posted on YouTube. But like, whenever I put a trade on, I have no fear. I don't care if it pans out or not, because I'm doing my job as a trader, which is what? I'm managing my risk and I'm managing my emotions. The only time you get anxiety when putting on a trade is, 1, you probably don't know what you're doing, so you're not really confident, or 2, you're over leveraged. Well, for 1, I'm confident in my ability to reprice and find a drawn liquidity, so that's not an issue. And then 2, I always manage my risk. I don't gamble. I don't revenge trade. I don't just push the button and hope for the best. Like, I'm very in tune with myself and my emotions, so there's no fear of my stop getting hit. There's no fear of it. And once you get to that point, losses really don't faze you. So, like, literally Tuesday, I took 2 losses on stream on Tuesday. My first loss, I lost 25 handles, and then my second loss, I lost 20 handles. So Tuesday, I was down 45 handles on the week. Last night in Asia stream, I made 60. So because of my risk management on Tuesday, my second loss was lower than my first. That allows me to easily make that back my next trading session. So I don't care if I take 2 losses on stream. I don't care if I take 2 losses back to back, because I know if I manage my risk, I can make that back in 1 trade easily, and then some. So it's no fear. Listen to Unicorn Queen. I'm trying to tell you, Unicorn Queen, she's been with us for a while. She be killing it too. She does her own thing. She be making her money, but I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot of people in the Discord who like it's not just all brand new people who don't know what they're doing. Like, there's a lot of people in the server who they doing it. They killing their own, you know what I'm saying? Some of them may not even tune into live streams. They just want the webinars, or they just want to tune in, do the homework every now and then. Some people don't even trade the morning session like I trade. They just watch the replays after just for insight. But people like the Unicorn Queen and other people in the server, they be killing it, man. That's what it's about. I love to see it. But I'm going to get off of here probably around 3. Or, I guess I could stay on to the final hour macro. 3:15 and 3:45. I'm really in no rush today. I got nothing planned. So, it depends. It depends. We'll be doing live stream next week, Thursday. I have to look at the economic calendar. I wasn't planning on doing a tape reading stream today, but I was just like, why not? Most times YouTube. Most times I only go live once a week publicly on YouTube. The rest of the streams are in Discord, but I was like, I got nothing better to do. And I was kind of bored, so I said, why not? Yeah, Mike be killing it. Mike, Unicorn Queen. Who else? Navithis. Navithis has been doing really good lately. There's a lot of people in there. I do gotta get a TV. Walmart don't close till like 11. I got time. Oh, next Thursday's Thanksgiving? Dang, already? Huh. Are the markets open on Thanksgiving? Is it like a early close, like half session on Thanksgiving, or is it closed altogether? I gotta look at the economic calendar. I forgot about Thanksgiving, to be honest. Second most disciplined trader on YouTube, behind ICT. Appreciate that. Zishan Kareem. That's what's up, Muhammad. Keep it up, bro. He doesn't even know what Thanksgiving is. He's just always thankful. I am really thankful. God is good. Praise Jesus. Is Zeusy legit? I can't even tell you. I've heard of him. I've seen his Twitter account and all that, but I'm serious when I say I don't keep up with other traders, so I can't even tell you. I just stay in my lane, trade, and make YouTube videos. I don't know what Zeusy got going on, but hey, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. I just want to trade, love on my family, love on my nieces, just be happy, eat good food, stay out of trouble. I don't smoke. I drink a little bit, but don't get sloppy drunk. And just be happy and stay out of harm's way. That's it. That's all I want to do, and help other people make money. That's all I'm trying to do. This has been a boring stream, tape reading wise, price action wise, but it was fun chatting it up with y'all, all the newcomers. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Full access members, Discord members, we're live streaming tomorrow. I know today we were pre-market. Tomorrow it's 9:30, so normal time. Tomorrow, regular schedule. Looking for one more good setup to close out the week. And I'll be checking that homework as well. So I think the deadline's already passed. I can't remember. I have to check. But that's it. Appreciate that. Mishingo Kokoro. I'm probably butchering that so bad, but I appreciate it. Love y'all. Hopefully see all of y'all in the Discord. And we're back live trading privately tomorrow at 9:30. All right? Peace.